Hi friends, Prasad here for GSB Creations. It's good to have you back. If you're looking for a tripod, there are tons of options available in the market. There are brands like Manfrotto and Gitso who produce good quality tripod, but they are expensive. And there are cheap alternate options available online. So friends, today we are going to look into a professional carbon fiber tripod manufactured by a brand called DIAT. DIAT is a China-based manufacturing company producing good quality tripods, monopods and camera bags. Friends, I've been using this tripod for a few days, so I'm not going to show you any unboxing, but give you a quick walkthrough of what comes with the bag. Right. Start off with, the tripod comes in a good padded case, nice and compact. So here you have, friends, the carbon fiber tripod. Let me keep this aside for a second. It comes along with the carrying strap. You have an additional attachment. I'll talk about this in some time. Documentation, warranty cards. You have the Allen screws to tighten your tripod when it gets loosened up over a period of time. And you get the sharp foots to replace the rubber ones for certain surfaces. Now that's all in the bag. Now let's show you the tripod. So friends, as you can see, this is a nice and compact tripod. Should be very easy to carry around for all your travels. The overall weight of this tripod is around 1.36 kilograms, not much for a sturdy tripod. When you need to be mounting heavy equipment, you don't want the tripods to be wobbling around and fall, damaging your expensive equipment. So a slight compromise on weight should be okay to ensure that you get a nice quality, good and sturdy tripod. What is very good here is, though the weight of this tripod is 1.36 kilogram, the maximum payload which it can handle is around 15 kilograms, and the maximum height it can reach is around 5.5 feet, good enough for most purposes. It's a 4-section carbon fiber tripod, comes with this twist locking mechanism, so it can reach good height, as you can see. My first impression of this tripod has been very good. The quality, you can feel the quality of this tripod on the first touch. The carbon fiber material looks very strong and rugged. The rubbers which they've used in this locking mechanism is of good quality and feels solid, something which is very important in a tripod. There are a few things which you would be looking at when buying a tripod. The compactness and the size of the tripod, the load which it can handle and the stability of it, and what are the kind of features which it comes along for the money which you pay. So friends, as I mentioned, this is a nice and compact tripod weighing only 1.36 kilograms and a load capacity of 15 kg is expected to give you good stability. Now let's talk about the other features of this tripod. The center column of this tripod is also reversible. You have this bottom nut which you need to unscrew. Once this comes off, loosen the knob here, and then your center column is now ready to be mounted the opposite way. So you can mount your center column here, tighten it, and you can use your camera to be mounting here for taking some good low angle shots. People do mention that this reversible option is very useful for shooting macro photography. More than that, as a YouTuber, I find this option coming in very handy, helping me do top-down shots useful for any unboxing videos. Moving on to the second feature, and a very useful one which I always like in any tripod, is an ability to convert a tripod into a monopod. So one of the 3 legs, and the one especially with this grip, can be unscrewed. So you have an additional attachment provided in the bag, so get that. Remove your ball head from the tripod, attach this nut, and then you have one more for it here. So you remove one of the legs, get this additional attachment tied up, attach your ball head, and then you get a nice and compact monopod. Very useful when you're doing wedding photography and in crowded places where you can't carry a tripod. Monopod is a very good handy equipment. Having this option in any tripod is always something which I would love to have, giving you that extra value for the money which you pay for any of these tripods. And if you feel the height of this monopod is not good enough, you can also remove your center column, attach it here, and then use your mount head on top of it, giving you a good height, reaching more than 6 feet, which is more than sufficient, I guess, in most of the circumstances. So very useful and handy feature to have in any tripod. Friends, now let's talk about the ball head of this tripod, which is another item which I was very impressed with. As with any other ball head, you would have this knob. Once you loosen this, you can adjust your ball head, and then once you set to position, tighten this, your ball head should stay there. You can feel the tightness here. It would definitely stay nice and firm. You also have another knob which is to basically loosen, and then you can use the ball head for nice 360-degree panning. The dampness is very nice. It feels tight, but I think that's required to ensure that it doesn't keep wobbling around. Once you loosen it, it gives you some more smoothness, but nice and sturdy. You can feel that this ball head is very sturdy in every movement, right? And this is something which is there in every other ball head, right? What I liked very much in this ball head is this additional knob which they have provided. Initially, I didn't realize what is this for, but later when I got to know the usage of it, I was very impressed. So when you have your camera mounted and you need to adjust the position of your cameras, you just adjust it, loosen the knob, adjust it, tighten it, and then you're expecting it to stay. But there could be chances when you're using the camera to be shooting it, accidentally your hand can fall onto the knob and the ball head can be loosened up, potentially damaging your camera. To avoid this mistake, to avoid this accidental unlocking of the knob, this additional screw is given to help you lock the knob itself. So you just tighten this screw, and then this entire knob is kind of getting locked. So you wouldn't be able to move this. Even if there is a slight movement, your ball head stays there nice and firm, ensuring that accidentally you don't move it and damage your equipment. A very useful feature to have in any ball heads, ensuring that your equipment is safe. Okay, you have the Arca Swiss type mount. I also was happy to see that there are 3 options given in terms of tightening the mount into your camera. You can use the coin as always to tighten the mounting plate into your camera. They've also given you this little D type option, very handy to just tighten the screws with your bare hands rather than depending on a coin. The third option is to use an Allen screw to tighten your tripod. So if you have any one of this, it's good enough to mount this to your camera and start using it. So once you fix your plate, tighten it, and then the plate stands nice and firm. When you need to remove it, loosen it up, and as with any other heads, they have this locking mechanism where you cannot remove this by accident unless you fully loosen the screw and then take it off. Good thing to have. It becomes mandatory stuff in nowadays in all these tripods. Now you can see an additional screw on the right of this particular head, which is another useful feature which I was happy about. Once you level the camera after loosening the ball head, and once you've tightened it and kept in position, you need to generally use this knob to move and pan around. There could be occasions where you don't want to disturb this setting but still need some movements of your camera. So this particular screw here, friends, is something where you can loosen. Just the top head can be used to pan around. I found this feature very useful for somebody who does not want to disturb the setup but still need the small movements of the camera after you're mounted and you set up your equipment. And what I'm more happy about is the smoothness of the pan of this particular head. Very smooth. You don't feel any jitterness anywhere. Once you've done your pan shots, just tighten this. The entire thing locks in rock solid. So overall friends, I'm very impressed with the quality and the features which this DIAT tripod has. I'm sure this is going to last a long time with me, being a good companion. So friends, hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Please give it a like and subscribe for more videos coming your way. This is Prasad signing off for GASP Creations. See you in the next video. Thank you.